Promise we never say what we think. Waiting for the perfect way. Time zone speak. Got me on delay. 'Cause across a million seas, would you do that for me? Goddamn road 3 times, and I run all the red lights across a million seas just to have you next to me. Paris and Tokyo, I go where I have to go. Screw geography, but would you do that for me? Over your skin you can see it beat, intoxicating your energy. First time in so long you felt the heat evaporate.
Hello. Welcome back to TeaTalk with Nas. I'm Nasha. I'm very happy to be back here today. Of course, I'm back actually every single day. I'm just used to say that. So yes, today is TeaTalk with Nas. I'm Nasha, and then today is day 36 of my 60 days life journey. Yes, we are over and more than halfway through of my 60 days life challenge. So again, I want to introduce quickly why am I doing this 60 days life challenge? What am I doing here? So before the 60 days life challenge, actually I just completed my first ever yoga challenge, 11 days yoga challenge every single day. For me, it's 11 p.m. UK time, and then for the coach, it was 8 a.m. or actually 6 a.m. in Taiwan time. So we were doing this together, 11 days yoga challenge. So every single day we were doing the sun salutation. We doing sun salutation from, so let me double check. We were doing the sun salutation from, like, I think 3 sets of sun salutation to 6 sets, and then gradually on the last day, on the 11th day of the yoga challenge, we did 21 times of sun salutation, 21 sets. So it's a full yoga flow from going up to going down, and every single day. And for me, like through that 11 days, I feel really amazing about myself. I feel I have completed something that I've never achieved. Even though my last job, I was an event organizer, I was coordinating all of these yoga challenges, manifestation challenges, video challenges. But because that's my job. I could never really have the luxury really to be participant, right? I'm always working in the back end, doing all these technical things. So when I finally had a chance complete the 11th yoga challenge as a participant, from initially that I couldn't really hold myself properly on the floor, like I will have all of my body touch the floor, to on the last day 21 times. 21 times actually times two because it's right hand side and the left hand side. I could really do it properly without I could really do the asana, the pose properly. And it was very, very, very validating. I felt like, oh, empowered, the word empowerment, empowered. I feel really empowered of completing those things. And I just feel like I need to continue to do a challenge. I need to continue to keep the momentum because I know deep down in my heart, I'm actually quite laid back and not really lazy, but I'm more laid back. I like to be chilled. I like to be relaxed. So, but I know like this is not the time for me to be relaxed. I set my, I left my job. I'm building this platform with my friends, my partners, and we're working on this building a mission and vision and the platform, this Phoenix Rising. There's no time for me to relax or to be laid back, right? So I do feel I need to keep up the momentum. So at that time, I had a chance to watch Grant Cardone's to be invited to be in his meeting and then to start a challenge of my own 60 days life challenge, right? Of course, initially I set up a goal of, oh, I want to achieve like 1 million. I want to achieve 1 million US dollar. But actually, I was showing you a wrong example. Like we should not set intention as how much money we want to have because we need to understand. I forgot one thing. Money is only a means. Money is only a method, a way for us to achieve what we really want in the end. Maybe you want a better lifestyle, you want to have more time, you want to be able to look after your family, you want to be able to provide a balanced, healthy life environment for your loved ones, right? That's the most important thing, not the money. Money is just the ways, the methods for us to achieve those things. Right? I want to be able to visit my parents who are not in the UK, who are back in Singapore and Taiwan. I want to be able to visit them more often. I want to be able to be with them more often, right? Or to fly them over to England to spend time with us, or to have a better house where we can have all of my family to come to stay with us. So that was the purpose. Or even actually the purpose is what? To support everyone around us who need support. Doesn't matter from by offering my coaching, my business expertise, or for me to help you, mentor you to going through the life challenges as a life coach or a business coach. I want to be able to present a platform, a space, not just on my own, but also with all of our friends, our light workers to work together. So that's the true intention, that's the true goal that I wanted to build in the beginning of the 60 days life challenge. Actually, even before that 11 days yoga challenge, that was what I was set up to do. So that's why we have this 60 days life challenge. It is very challenging because it is not like, oh, I really don't need the attention on the camera. I really don't need to show up myself before the camera every single day. I'm way over that age. I really don't need attention, but I need to put myself out there. to practice my speaking, to get to know who you are, to get to know how can we help you, to find out what are the problems that's encountered by every single one of you and what can we do to help you to solve them in an easier way. And that's why I'm doing this. And I'm very grateful to have started doing this, because after I started doing this 60 days life challenges 36 days ago, I learned so much on this journey from every single one of you who have been here. It doesn't matter if it's 1 second, 1 minute, or 10 minutes. Doesn't matter if you are just behind the camera listening to me talking, or if you share some moment with me, or if you are the speakers who were with me before the camera having a conversation. I have learned so much. And now I learned already, I also learned myself. Not learned, I knew this, but really when we stop practicing, if we are not living and breathing this every single day, it is very easy to get distracted, right? It's very easy for us to get distracted by what? By why are we doing everything? Hello, Michi Kitty. Hello, Michi Kitty. Thank you so much for joining. Well, we're so easy to, and thank you so much for Corey, for joining me on the podcast. Thank you so much. And hello, Reese. Thank you so much. Start this 60-day journey while doing this challenge, like challenge myself to be before the camera every single day, to find a topic to have a conversation with you. Also, at the same time, I learned so much. I learned that my true purpose. I learned that I don't need to worry about money. I don't need to worry about physical things anymore, because I knew when I am on this journey, everything's going to show up and appear to me when I'm on the right track, when I'm on this course of my purpose, the true purpose why I am here. Okay. And today is 36th day of our 60 days challenge. And today is also 13th of November. So our dear friend Gemini told us today is a World Kindness Day. Today is a World Kindness Day. And thank you so much for joining me. 2 times 2 equals 5. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And I believe that in your scenario, I believe that's true. Okay, so today is a World Kindness Day. So meaning it's a day for us to really talk about how to be kind. What is the power of kind, and what is the transformative power of kindness. Okay, so and what I want to start in by, like, I'm very grateful for you joining me, like Carolina, you joined me, Michi Kitty, you're still here. Like, the kindness I receive from you, the kindness, the love, the support I receive from you is amazing. It's like I'm receiving all of the love from a pond. Okay, even for you just to be here to listen to me every single second, I'm feeling it. I'm fed by your energy. And then I realize what I need to talk about. I realize the reason of me doing this 60 days life challenge is actually not for myself, right? Although I'm benefited the most from doing this 60 days life challenge, but actually I'm doing this for you who have joined me, who joined me today, right now, or in the past. It's for you, for even just one word that you heard from me, because it's not the word that I really want to share with you. It is the energy, the love. I want you to know that I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. And all of this, I cannot do this without, first of all, understanding kindness. I cannot do this without being kind to myself. I will not be able to be here every single day, despite that I don't really enjoy this. I'm really totally outside of my comfort zone every single day. Even though you can see that I'm talking, I seems okay, especially for those of you who are on TeaTalk can see me with a filter that I love my filter, but I'm still not comfortable. Hello, Cosimi. Hello, Veronica. Like, it's not that I'm shy. It's just that it's not something that I feel resonated to do, but I need to do this because it is a way to help me. Thank you so much, Cosimi, for liking the live. Thank you. It is a way to show that I learned about kindness. I learned how to be kind to myself, and I need to be here to share with you what is being kind to yourself. Because when we talk about kindness, right? When we talk about be kind, most of we always thinking about, oh, I'm being kind to other people. I need to be kind to you, to you, to you, and to you. But a lot of us, most of us, we forgot we should be kind to ourselves foremost, right? You need to be kind to yourself first. And we always forget about that. We always allow other people, especially, well, that's how we're told, right? You need to listen to your parents, your grandparents, the teachers, the managers, the people who are older than you. You need to listen to them because they have a lot more experience than you. Right? In Chinese, there's a word saying, oh, the salt they had is more than the salt they had is more than the road we have been. Something like that, more than the bridges we have been. Or the other way around. But anyway, you know what I mean? And but at the same time, we forgot like we have our own voice. We have our own opinion. I'm not saying that you don't pay respect to your parents, to the elder people, to people who have more experience than you. You should 100% pay respect. I cannot accept disrespectful people. Okay. But it's two different things. It's two different things. And I got a question about feminist. I do not, I will answer that about feminists a bit later, okay? So I think that's actually very relevant about kindness as well. So please bear with me, Rohit. Thank you so much for asking the question. I will talk about the feminist part soon, today, I promise. Okay. But I just, first of all, I want to talk about we need to learn how to be kind to ourselves. Because when we don't have kindness to ourselves, we will be what? Lack of love, lack of compassion, because we are not kind to ourselves. We become cynical, we become sarcastic. I actually like sarcastic people. I think most of them are very smart, but I'm talking about super sarcastic and super cynical people. I'm talking about people who are always frustrated to themselves, to the world, to every single one. Right? I'm talking about people who are always complaining. I'm talking about people who are always negative, who believe everything going to be ended badly, right? But that's not true. That's not true. First of all, you need to know you deserve everything that's great, that's amazing. You need to believe in yourself. You need to learn that there's so often. The other day I was talking about the power of now, the book, right? The book, The Power of Now. I think Eckhart Tolle, he was very enlightened to be able to explain this dismiss in plain language, right? A lot of people think, oh, our thoughts, our ideas, our emotions represent us. Actually, they don't, right? Actually, our thoughts, our reactions, our emotions, they represent our past experience and the possible effect in the future. They just represent all of those things that's happened. They represent the cache of an online account. That's all. But our emotions, our thoughts, our reactions, sometimes they, how many times have you realized that, oh, this, you are observing your emotion, you are talking back to your thoughts, and then you actually disagree with your own thoughts, right? For example, emotion. A lot we say girls when they are very angry, when they're so angry, they will start crying. And then we will be thinking, why are you even crying? And then you cry even more because you're like very frustrated with yourself that you're actually angry. You're trying to find words to express yourself and you couldn't. And then you start being frustrated and you start crying and you don't understand why you're crying. And then it's just become a but at the same time, you are fighting to that reaction. You are fighting to that emotion. You're like in your heart, you knew what you're doing. You knew what you want to say. But why is these thoughts? Why is these emotions? Why is these reactions blocking you from expressing yourself? Do you know what I mean? Or there's so many times that you find that you are disagreeing with your own thoughts, your reactions. Like, I don't want to react that way. That's not me. I don't want to be frustrated. Like you can see that there's an inner you, there's a more divine you, a higher self that actually can observe your emotion, your reactions. And that's you, not your thoughts, not your reactions. And when we start realizing that, then we can start really being kind to ourselves. Why? Because then you know, oh, okay, because you're actually separated from that, from those crazy emotions, reactions, and thoughts. So you allow yourself to be calm. And when you're calmer, you're able to what? You're able to love yourself. You're able to allow yourself to be heard. And thank you so much for everyone for joining me. And thank you so much, causing me for liking us. So I know that you like this kind of topic. And thank you for Crowd Positive to coming back to the show. Thank you so much. And Sunny who are here. Okay. So we need to be kind to ourselves. And first of all, by acknowledge, okay, I have this reaction. I have this emotion. I have these thoughts. And that is okay. You don't need to blame yourself. You don't need to get frustrated. You just need to realize and understand and witness it and let it go. And that's the first step of being kind to yourself. You remain the calm, the third party of the reactions, of the craziness, of the craziness. And then you are able to what? And then you're able to start feeling yourself what I really want to do, what I really want to react, and what I really want to think, what kind of action I should take. And that's when I keep saying the past few days, in the past, this last week, we always have another option. We always have a second, third, fourth choice. You don't really need to react the way you have been doing. And that's the beginning of your new journey. That's the beginning of rewritten your pre-programmed life destiny. You know, we say our destiny, they are pre-programmed, is already set. That is our past. This is what we will become. But you can actually change by first of all, acknowledge those thoughts, those emotions, and let them go, and then be kind to yourself. And then be kind to yourself. So just now, before I go further, just now I have a friend on YouTube Live right now, Rahid. She's asking me, do I consider myself as a feminist? It is one thing I really want to talk about. Maybe I will explore even more on another day. Okay. And first of all, thank you so much for Iramna, Weezer, James, Pell for joining me, and of course, um, Crowd Positive and Rohit. Feminist. I don't. I'm on a Zen practice journey. And even long before I started my Zen practice journey, when I was studying master degree in Lancaster in the UK, one of my professors, she's a like feminist. Okay, she's proper feminist. But then at that time, I was like 22, and I already feel I don't want to agree with feminism or anyism about ourselves. Okay. Because when we label ourselves as a feminism, when we label ourselves as when we recognize, when we label other people as a racism or whatever reason, then you are allowing yourself to be labeled on the other side. I grew up in Taiwan, and at that time I think I was lucky. Like we never really talk about gender issue because everyone share the same right. Everyone can vote. I think at that time when I was little, like we only just started be able to vote for presidency and everything. So everything is very, like very prosperous, very lively. Like it's domestic. What's the word? Diplomatic. Everything is very free. You are free to believe in anything. You are free to have any religions. You are free to dress whatever you want. In the early 70s, 80s, right? And I give out my age. We're not we don't worry about feminism. I never need to worry about feminism because I never see female as a weaker side of the society. My father is a doctor. My mom is a housewife and investor, and I don't really know what she's doing, but she just really do a lot of things. I see her as my role model, like a very strong businesswoman, like always out and about, has 5,000 phones. She can drive a car and then feeding my sister with a milk bottle, like 120 kilometer per hour. Don't do that. Okay. But at that time, right? That's not safe. By the time I was like, oh my God, my mom was amazing. So I never need to worry about feminism because I think everyone is equal. When we start labeling ourselves as a feminism, it's like I need to fight for my right to be on the other side of a male, but I never think I need to fight for that. I have that. We are equal. We are the same. I don't need to fight. I am me, like now I live in the UK. I never feel racism towards me because I feel comfortable with myself. I know I am not English. I don't want to become an English, right? I'm actually Singaporean from my dad, and I just grew up in Taiwan because my dad was working in Taiwan, blah, 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 blah. And now I live in the UK because I choose to. My partner is English. I feel I'm free to be anywhere around the world. And I know I am different, but at the same time, I know I'm tall and pretty, and the people will stare at me, right? And the other day, I shared this I think also on here, or I shared this with my friend. I was saying I used to have a very good friend. I still have her as my very good friend, but we used to go to class together, and she's from China. And then we are about the same height, actually 5'7", 5'8", over 170 cm tall. And we like our high heels. We still love our high heels. So we love each other's company because we don't need to, we are just around the same height, tall, long hair. We dress okay. We will go out on the street in the UK, go to a pub. And then my friend will be like, people are looking at us. Like, because we're Chinese? I say, no, it's because we are tall and pretty. And I love being a female. I can cry, I can be soft, but at the same time, I know I can be strong. I feel less limited than a man because a man, we have a stereotype, right? Even until now, we still think, oh, men need to be strong, men cannot show weakness. Even though, of course, the world has changed now. I have so many friends who can show weakness, who can show their tears, who can have a soft side, and they are straight. Okay, they are not gay. They're straight. They're just softer. And this is what we are like in Far East Asia. You can be anything. You can be masculine. You can be softer. And it doesn't mean that you like your own gender. You are just allowed to be you. So when I come to the UK, when I am exposed to this Western world, when everyone is very, very cautious about stereotypes, very cautious about the skin colors, the religions, the gender, the pronoun. I can't handle woke pronoun. You are just you. You are when you are putting yourself as a label, you are limiting yourself into a frame. I am a feminist. Everywhere I go, I'm fighting. Fighting for what? You are creating a fight for yourself. When there are people like to accuse other people of racism because they feel they're minority. But if the truth is you're a minority, then you are a minority. Right? If you don't like, if you don't like the feeling of people around you, then move. It's a most of the places around the world that you are able to move to. You always have the option to move to another country if you don't like how you are treated in this country. Do you know what I mean? You always have a choice. And why do you need to find a way to fight with other people? When it is all man-made, people-made agenda, people-made controversy, people-made arguments that doesn't need to be around. It doesn't need to exist. If I think I'm free, then I am free. I don't need you to tell me I am free. I don't need you to tell me I have the same right as you because I know I have the same right as you. I don't need to be told. I don't need to seek for your approval. I don't need to seek for your recognition, right? So I'm just comfortable with myself. And when I'm comfortable with myself, when I am kind to myself, come back to the World Kindness Day, and when I'm kind to you, then the world will be a better place because you start being kind. And we don't need to worry about are they fair? I am the kind of person really, how do I say this? I'm advocate of fairness. Everything need to be fair. But fair is unfairness or whatever you call it. It is not based on whether or not your right is is depraved. It is not based on how you are treated. It's actually based on how you treat yourself, how you see yourself, how you recognize yourself. So if when I go out there, like again, like maybe I should be grateful because that's how I grow up. I grow up to see that my mom and my dad, they are 100% equal. Even though my dad is a doctor, of course, he bringing more pay, but sometimes my mom also will get very good investment return from somewhere, or she will also lose them all. My dad allowed her. So how do I say, what do I want to do? What do I want to say? It is really about how you want to see yourself. Where do you want to position yourself? If you're comfortable with your own being, when you're kind to yourself, when you're kind to other people, you will not worry how other people treat you. Because, I mean, if other people treat me in any way that they choose to treat me, then I will not give an F. Because then I may not, how do I say, I will not be bothered by how they see me. I will not be bothered by how they treat me. And when I really have that boundary, how they want to treat me, how they want to react, how they want to speak, that's their choice, not because of who I am as a person. Okay. I choose to be a person I want to be, which is I want to help people. I want to share a message that's positive. I want to share with you a message about to be kind. Rohit may be thinking, oh my God, Nash. And it's just a general question. It doesn't need to be serious. But actually, I am very passionate actually about this, this topic. Thank you for allowing me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about this finally. I've been looking for a way to share with you my opinion. But at the end of the day, it is my own opinion. You don't need to agree with me. It is a free world. What do you mean by free world? I will not be frustrated by what you, how you say to me. I will not, because that's you. That's your manner. That's that's the kind of person you want to become. If you want to become the kind of person that always fights, if you want to be the kind of person that always earn, like you feel you need to earn something, you need to work towards, to grab very hard, then that's your choice. And my choice is, I used to be a control freak. I used to be a perfectionist. I used my business background that taught me I can do all kind of different report analyzations and everything on paper, off paper. I'm very good with computer and using tools. So I used to be always have A, B, C, D, E, F, G plan. I always have backup plans. And that's how I am. How I was, sorry, how I was. But then now I am comfortable. And it is not easy to be comfortable with yourself. I have been there, fighting with myself all the time. I don't know why I couldn't control myself. When I open my mouth, I'm fighting. I'm defensive. I've been defensive all the time. I'm frustrated all the time for being the way I was. And then before I notice, I might have depression. I will never know because I never really got it diagnosed. right? But I knew I can remember at the time, like every day I didn't want to wake up. I want to continue to be in my dream. So I don't need to wake up to face the real world. I don't need to wake up and fight, to chase for money, to chase for recognition, to think I can fight against my fate. That's not nice. That's not nice. But of course, I do believe we should always fight for our right. We should always fight for when you see something that is wrong. But I believe that will be more like towards the organization, towards, the men. It's never personal. It should never be personal. If there's any organizational fault, I believe we should fight, go out and fight. You can see in Taiwan, like I am very proud living that I used to grow up in Taiwan because there's so many protests. Peaceful one. We don't really like have the scary protests like what you see from Thailand. That's a totally different country, okay? Thailand is different country from Taiwan. Taiwan is the one who is always fighting with China. Okay? So like we have been through different protests against the government, against the parliament. That's what we do. We if we see anything that's corrupt, we will talk about this. We'll talk about this loudly until they do something to change, until the government do something to change, but never personal. I cannot say never. I cannot say that for other people, but at least for me, I think, but when we start talking about being a feminist, that means you think you are not treated right in your society, in your community. You feel that you need to fight for your right. Today, important thing is, are you comfortable with your being? If you're not comfortable with your being, do something about it. But you don't need to worry about how other people see you and how other people talk about you. Because if you're comfortable, they will not be able to affect you. When you're comfortable with yourself, when you're truly kind to yourself, come back to today's topic, being kind. Then no other people's opinion can affect you because they don't know you and you may not know them. And even if you know them, right? Even if they're maybe your siblings, your friends, even your parents, even your partner, your girlfriend's boyfriend or wife or husband, at the end of the day, they cannot feel for you. They are not you. They cannot be responsible for your own life. When you pass on your own, not with anyone. It is yourself that you need to look after. And then you can look after other people. And then you can look after other people. So thank you so much, Rohit, for sharing, for asking this question. So I'm allowed finally to talk about the missed feminist, racist, or whatever needs. Most of us are fortunate enough, especially those of you who are able to watch me right now, fortunate enough to have all of this different kind of information. Most of you are fortunate enough to have been educated to a point that you understand what feminist is. I'm not saying anything to right and wrong. I'm just saying life is too short to fight for how other people see you. We are in a much, much better world than 100 years ago, than 1,000 years ago. Too many people have fought for that. And I believe now is the time for us to really be at peace about ourselves. You can be whoever you want to be. You can love anyone you want to love. You can be with anyone you want to be with. In Japan, you heard of that, and that they are real. They are not rumors. In Japan, there are people do want to spend a lifetime with their doll. They can't handle being with real people. But there are people in the world that rather to be with a doll and they see their doll as their partner of life. I have no comment on that. That is their life. That's what they choose to have. We also know there are so many people they choose to be single. The people choose not to have kids. People make all different kind of choices. And I think it is how do I say, I have enough to worry about myself. I don't need to worry about how other people are reacting or behaving. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to worry about if there's no fair pay, for example. If for any chance I'm told that I'm getting less pay than another person, and I will ask maybe if we share the same position, why? What can I do more? I will not think it is because I am not good enough. I will not think, I will not think because I am a girl, so I get less pay. I will try to understand why. And if I don't think that's fair, then if you have the opportunity to sack your own boss, like what we talked about yesterday, sack your own boss, right? Don't spoil them to treat you unfairly. If your partner doesn't treat you fairly, then you should sack them. Tell them to F off. You know what I mean? Don't be a mophead. And it doesn't matter if you're a girl or boy, if you're trans or a gay or lesbians. It doesn't matter. LGBTQTRSTUVW. Doesn't matter. It is not about what, no, it is about yourself, who you are as a spirit, the true you, right? Of course, I cannot say I understand their dilemma, their struggle, but I would love to have friends like them. Like, well, if I get along with someone, I get along with someone, I will not judge them because they like or dislike the same gender or different gender. I have enough to worry about for myself. I only have 24 hours a day. Do you know what I mean? We need to be kind to ourselves, be at peace with who we are. And then we will find a different way to see things. You know, if you don't see yourself as a less privileged person, then you are not less privileged. Everyone was born equal and not equal. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's born unique. Everyone's born unique. I wish, I wish, I wish my parents have more money. I wish I'm the second or third generation of the wealthy ones. But then I won't be me. I will not be on the path I have been. And I may not be able to know that I will not be me. I'm grateful for everything on my journey. Even though I became widow at 31, that also created who I am today. I'm just grateful for had the chance spent with my late husband and to got to know his family, a loving, loving family. And I'm just grateful for everything that may be good and not so good that happened to me that allow me to become who I am today. And I can understand what do we mean by being kind. We can understand what do we mean by being kind. Of course, I'm not you, so I will never be able to understand how your shoes to feel like. Why is it like to be in your shoes? But I know I can say I will not judge you. I will not. Even if you say you are woke. Always need to have a deep when we're talking to people who are woke, right? Even if you say you're feminist, then that is fine. You can share with me what you think. And I don't need to agree with you, but I will respect your opinion. And yeah, everyone have their own right to share their opinion. But at the end of the day, you need to be kind to yourself. You need to make sure that you're looking after yourself. You will not say anything that may be hurtful to other people. Because trust me, you are not that person who wants to hurt people. Trust me, you want to be kind to people because when you are able to do that, you are kind to yourself and you will understand what is love. It's not about romantic love. It's more about the warmth, the feeling that so profound that you're so grateful that you want to just I just want to give you a hug. I just want to tell you that everything is going to be okay. If I can still be here today, then you can. And everything is going to become your resource. Everything is going to become your fuel to help you to become the phoenix, the amazing being that you are going to become, or you are now. So let's start by being kind to ourselves first. Don't allow other people to label you. Don't allow other people to treat you unfairly. Or you don't need to say, but you don't you don't need to say if they're feminist, if they're racist, if they're uh what do you say it? If they are not nice to you. Okay. Thank you so much. Just smile over. Very true. Love has to start with yourself. Rohit says, so do I think that if a girl gets period cramps, should guy if girls get period cramps, should guy be kicked in the nuts once a month to be fair? There is a way not to have period cramp, remove your womb. That's a very extreme way, right? No, I know we had this conversation before when we were little, Rohi. So Rohi was asking, do I think if a girls get period cramps, then guys should be kicked in the nuts? So is it fair? I First of all, there are ways you can reduce your period cramps, especially in the Western world. You don't understand that you cannot have cold drink, cold food during the period. Actually, you should not have, especially if you will have period cramps, then you should not touch anything that's cold, that's ice, all the time. Avoid them. You should avoid them most of the time. That will help you. That will help your cramps. And you should see a doctor to find out the reason. If the doctor say there's nothing wrong with yourself, then start by your diet. Then that can reduce the period cramps. And for me, I never really had really bad cramps. I know my friend had really bad cramps because her womb actually is too big. And she need to go to hospital to get injection for pain, for painkiller. She cannot. She need to get injection. That's how bad she is. So, but I never got that. For me, the most I have would be some very soreness. But once I start practicing, then once I start meditate, once I start following my Shifu, it get better and better. And of course, if I had a little bit more icy food, even not during the period time, then I may have some bad soreness during the period. It's also about pressure and everything. But I should say, right, we had a discussion before when we were younger. In your next life, do you want to be a girl or do you want to be a man? I still want to be a girl because I know there's so many potential we can do. We can do whatever we want. We can dress like a man and we will not be talked about, oh, you look very good. But men cannot really wear skirt, even if they are straight, right? I can have my makeup. I can cry when I want to cry. I can wear whatever I want to wear. I just look good, you know? But man can't really do that unless you are not afraid how other people to see you. Do you know what I mean? Girls, a lot of people say, oh, every time we have the period cramps, to reminding you that you are a girl, you will need to get pregnant, you need to give birth. But now, like I said, there are ways to not to do that. And what do I want to say? What's the point? The point is, I fairly agree that male and female, they are different. Physically, they are different. Physically, we're born different, but we cannot change that. So physically, I will be a girl. I can talk nice. I can be a girl. I can be a little princess to my partner. You know what I mean? I love being a female. So, and because of the period, so we know female, we can endure a lot more pain than men. We can actually endure better. Imagine going through giving birth, right? Guy being kicked in the nuts. It just made me laugh. But 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 No, we are different. And I don't feel there's a need to change the difference. If you don't like yourself, you can do something about it. Have you personally kicked a guy in the nuts before when angry or ever wanted to? No, when I'm very angry, I slap them. I'm tall enough. Not to my partner now. My partner now, he is not she. He is 6'4". He used to be a boxer. And I'm better now. I'm a changed woman. But yeah. So, like, no, there's no need anymore. We if you feel Rohit was saying, I'm sorry, for people who are on different channels, right? Rohit and Just Smile, they're having a conversation with us now. Like, guys going through the pain as well, so their female partners are on their periods. Have you personally kicked a guy in the nuts before when angry or ever wanted to? Yes, I have been hit in the nuts before, and it is not the same, I think. I just want to say, men and female, you are just different physically. Like, you're just different. And we are all going to be over time now. 1 hour is up. We can talk a little bit more about this today. Come back to join us today, tomorrow, Rohit. Just smile. No, I can't. No, I don't slap him now. No, I never slap my boyfriend. No, because no, I'll be boyfriendless. And I want to be looked after. I'm I'm the one who I'm the oldest girl, oldest child in the whole of my family, right? My dad is the oldest in his family, my mom's the oldest in her family, and I'm the oldest among them. I used to be the one look after people, even including my late husband. I used to look after everyone. So I'm really enjoying now being looked after. So really, like, first of all, be kind to yourself. If you're seeing yourself in a situation like you want to slap people, then maybe you should think, how do you remove yourself from that situation? People will not change for you. And give the day, you are the one need to make the decision. If you want to stay in that position, stay in that environment, and then try to fight your precious time, especially we girls, men, they're different. The older they are, they aged like wine. Well, I personally. And for girls, it's not easy. For most of us, it's not easy for us to gracefully age. Our youth, like every single second, we are older every day. So don't waste your time on people who doesn't treasure you. Don't waste your time on people who doesn't treasure you. Okay? Doesn't matter if you're a man or female, it's the same. Time, especially after my late husband passed away, that was really unexpected. Then I realized, then I realized time is limited. Life is too short. How do we look after ourselves? Be kind to ourselves. Again, like, I have my own practice. I don't see that as a religion. I see that as a life practice. I like the word in English. In Chinese, we call it 修行. In English, it's practice. I continue to do things every single day. I practice, I learn from a master, from a mentor. And I want to achieve that. I want to be more graceful. I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want to be sad. I want to be And I think that is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. And when you are kind to yourself, and you can see your parents, you can see your, speak to your parents, speak to people around you to find a way. Can you still hear me? Yeah. To find a way to really, really find a way to be comfortable with yourself. Yeah. To be kind. If you don't know how, that's why we are doing this. That's why I am here every single day, at least for another 24 days. At least we will see if I don't have more followers, if I don't have more subscribers, if I don't have more comments or likes, then I may stop. But if I do have enough of you, like telling me that you love this, then we can find a way to continue. Okay. So, and thank you so much, everyone. We are way over time today. I didn't know I was going to talk about much. I know I was going to talk about the World Kindness Day, which is today, but I'm very grateful that Rohit and Just Smile Over you joined us on YouTube. They joined us on YouTube. How we have a great conversation. I hope you on TeaTalk on podcast understand what they are talking about. And you know, tomorrow, every single day for another 24 days, I'll be here every single day, 9 p.m. UK time, the same time. Okay, if I'm going to change the time, I will let you know. And TikTok is telling me I should go, and also saying I should go. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me. Today, I'm very, very grateful that we are able to have this amazing conversation. Like I'm very excited. I feel like, ooh, yeah. So do feed me more. Do feed me more. I wish I will see you tomorrow again. Rohit, just smile over. And if you follow us on Phoenix Rising, we have amazing presents for you. We have a lot of free classes for you, especially those of you who are not able to find how to be comfortable with yourself. We have free 2025 horoscope prediction that we want to share with you. We will share with you. You can pre-order now, 100% free, and they're very accurate. I don't really do fortune telling myself, but my friends, they are very good at at fortune and at yeah, predict things. So why not? You know, we all like a little bit horoscope. I am Gemini. I love being a Gemini. And yeah, so you can say you can collect, you can pre-order your own 2025. We will share with you every single month according to your star sign and to tell you uh what it's going to be like. And yeah, so that's some present what we have that we want to share with you. We over time. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow, 9 o'clock UK time. Thank you so much for being here today. I am Nasha. You're watching TikTok with Nas or listening to TikTok with Nas. I love you. Be good. Be kind to yourself. I will see you tomorrow.